How's it going, YouTube? My name is Quayver. Wuthering Waves just launched yesterday, and I've just gotten into the game recently. I've been only able to play for like 1 hour. Unfortunately I do got to grind that 9 to 5, you know. So even though when the game came out late, I didn't have as much time to get into it as the other CCs. But what I wanted to do just real quick is just to go over what my plans are for the future of this game. How I'm gonna cover it, what things like I have planned, because I really want to get into like the nitty gritty when it comes to things like the hologram bosses. I think that's where I want to spend a lot of my time. I think it'd be a lot of fun to do things like the no hit runs, single character runs, things like that. So I just want to take you over what I'm going to plan to do. And for the first time that in a game like this that I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go like just full blown, just free F2P 100%. Not gonna do a single drop, not even like the battle pass, like nothing. Not a single ticket, dime, whatever you want to call it, is gonna be on here. So I feel like it'd be good fun to challenge myself in a game like this one, especially that has more advanced combat, more advanced combos, and then really just work with what I could get. So off stream, I did go in to the convene. I'm at the point in the game where you just unlock the convene, right? And I did the convene. You had the 21 pulls, and then it makes you do the single pull on here, and then I used 2 of the discounted pulls for a total of 16. So at 20 I got early, I got lucky, and I actually got Calcharo, which is nuts. He's like the best electro guy, which is insanely good. However, I think despite everything, I'm gonna use him to get through, you know, early to rack up some pulls, but I don't really see myself using him just because it's like let's just, let you and me, let's just be honest here. Like this is like a, you know, game for you know, the degenerates like us. Like I don't want to play a dude, okay? I want to play like a really strong female character with, like, you know, the massive, like, you know what I'm getting at here. You know, we want everything that we can, or, you know, we want the really hot characters, the really sexy characters, and the really cute ones. So in my plan here is with the selector, I'm going to be going for Encore, because I think Encore would be really fun to main, really fun to single character solo some of the hologram bosses that are coming out, you know, once I get more through the game and build it up. So that's kind of where the future of like one team that I want to do. Another thing that I'm going to do is, even though I don't necessarily want Jian like at all, I'm planning to save all my pulls for when the Yinlin, I can't remember her name, but when she you know, the electro, you know, whip girl comes out, that's who I'm going to put all my resources into. But this banner is showcasing Danjin, which is a character I really want to get to do a lot of solo content with, because, like, obviously a lot of people have been pushing her up and saying how good she is to do things like the solo content with, which, you know, piqued my interest, but I wouldn't have gone for that just for that necessarily. But I saw her gameplay and she dual wields swords, and I think that's really fucking cool. So I plan to pull on this banner right here, just enough to get a singular copy of Danjin. If I somehow am able to just get lucky with the Jian, that'd be insanely cool. And like maybe I'd build him just for the content, but like I don't really care about him that much, to be completely honest. I'd rather wait for the next character to come out. I already have Calcharo, and he's, you know, not as good as Jian, like, but it's like, it's close. It's very close. So my goal here is Danjin. So even though I have a very small amount of pulls, let's just see if we can get it real quick. Gold. All right, that's nothing. Let's just use up all the asteroid. Let's see if my plans will suddenly change while I'm recording this video. Okay, purple, come on. Danjin. Okay, more Tefi. That is insanely good. I'm probably gonna build him too. I didn't expect more Tefi, but that's really cool. Okay, cool. So we got more Tefi. Let's do one more. Let's see if we get a little lucky with the Danjin. Why not? All right, nothing there. That's fine. And then, yeah, like with the choice, I want to go for Encore, because out of every character that you could really pick from this, you know, obviously there's, you know, depending on who you want specifically is going to completely change who you want. You know, I somehow got lucky with Calcharo. A lot of people are going for Jianjin, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Some with Verena, but I really want Encore. So let's just see if we can get it with the 10 pull. Why not? See if we get it early. No. But do we get Danjin here? Maybe a weapon? Weapon would be good too. Okay, we got the Helios Quayver, which is fine, right? Resonance skill, so after you ult, increase attack by 3% for every 2 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. When number stack reaches 12, all stacks will be reset. So I guess I have a weapon for Calcharo. Now everything in this game is telling me just build the Calcharo, build the Calcharo. I really don't want to. I really do not want to like build him up crazy. I just want to use him to like get through the story until I get the characters I really want. But you know, we have the weapon, so might as well put it on him. But those are my basic plans, my basic thoughts for this. Going in, I want to do like primarily solo a lot of content. I want to go and defeat all the hologram bosses, you know, completely solo, really get into the nitty gritty of the combat in this game. And, you know, maybe even build Tauchi. She's like, you know, shielder, defender. Like maybe she'll be fun to solo content with, who knows. But basically my goal is to show that I am gonna be very good at this game. Might take some practice, but we are just gonna get in there. Definitely gonna get in there. And unlike most CCs that are probably gonna play this game, I am a controller casual. I'm controller Andy, so that like that's, you know, this for all those who want to, you know, the more casual players who are gonna play with the controller too. I'm gonna try to showcase a lot of things, like especially when it comes into the hologram bosses. I want to do like a video for at least like each hologram boss, like going through like slowly into how each of them move, to see like this is where you parry exactly here on like near this frame, you know, dodge here, do some maybe even some like no hit runs. But we'll have to get there. We'll have to see. I got to grind through the game a bit first, but that's basically my goal. My thoughts is having one team that's just solo Danjin, one team that's like solo Encore, and then all of their supporting characters as well, because I know that Shenhe is also really good at supporting Encore, so I'll probably build her up. And that's basically like my thoughts for this going into it. So if you want to see a person trying to be free to play for the first time, because I've never really done that before, as you know, like with the Honkai Star, I got 2 E6 characters, like, you know, but I really want to get into trying my best to become more so skillful than like money based in here. Like I played PGR and I've like solo like level 5 bosses, like with the newest character that comes out. Like I couldn't do it with Lucia Crimson Weave because I was still learning the game, because I started playing around that time. And then with number 21 Feral, I soloed the level 5 Fenrir with her, and it was super fun. And that kind of made me get into this, especially since this game's not going to be time based, and it's not going to be like a, you know, based on a lot of different other things. Like it's going to slow build up for each character, but you're going to, that's basically the time, because, you know, they added stuff like the deep wounds, or I call it deep wound, but like a deep hit or deep something, right? Is going to be, you know, kind of balance out, and, you know, you're building and using actual teams. So I know I'm going to lose a lot of damage doing solo stuff, but I want to do the solo stuff to see if I could do the solo stuff. And it would be fun to take someone in like Encore, like Danjin, or Danjin, what her name. The names in this game are so freaking hard to pronounce. Or even something like, you know, Tauki, and do a solo run with her into a boss. That'd be hilarious. That'd be super fun, right? So we're gonna have to try to get there. It's gonna be a lot of grinding. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And once I have you know, I'm gonna try to store more pulls up, and then in the next video we'll do some pulling and see if we can get Encore earlier than 80, and, you know, see what happens. And hopefully, you know, get a couple more of the Radiant Tides, so that I can, you know, get the 1 4-star character that I really want from this, because I don't really care about the 5-star. But that's really all I have for you. This is more so just what you can expect from the channel. There's going to be a lot of, more so than like guides for overall the game, it's going to be guides on individual hologram bosses, solo runs on the bosses, to analyze them, to analyze how they fight, what extra skills that they get when you go up in like the difficulty tiers, all that stuff, and maybe like individual character guides and stuff like that. But when it comes to the more general guides, so many of those are out already. Like I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with my scuffed version of that, and just give you guys more focused content on what I can do, which is just playing this game to an unhealthy, degenerate degree, to where I become good enough to be able to demonstrate and teach people that are particularly struggling, so that, you know, if someone like me that is not particularly skilled at video games can, you know, go through and solo a boss with one character, then, you know, hopefully those techniques can help you with a full team go through and completely defeat that boss. You know, I'll show you the no-hit Melania dual sword, so that when you could take your magic build with a mimic tier into Melania and be able to beat her, stuff like that. And it's gonna be a good time, and I hope you guys will enjoy and watch. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and do all that good stuff. And, you know, check me out in the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.